Tell Puff I'm streaming if he wants to watch. Yeah, I can make it work. Oh.
Steve, tonight we have a great matchup at the center spot. Talk about how that position has evolved over the last couple of years.
I think because of the rules, Kevin, there's not a lot of space when guys are posting up because of the defensive rules right now. You can sit in a post guy's lap, especially if he's dominant. So I think guys, as a post player now, saying I got to go out to the three-point line, I got to go out to the free throw line to be able to have some spacing to make shots.
Here's Rose. Makes it off the glass.
Love the aggressiveness, the tenacity of Derrick Rose. Love driving the basketball into the teeth of the defense.
Doncic with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Olajuwon. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
A shot by McGrady, no good. Pass to Doncic. First quarter, just over a minute played. Kobe gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And that's a nice pass. The patience of LeBron to let the play develop.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Porzingis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Here's Bryant. And no good. 20 that time from Leonard. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Left side, Bryant. It's rebounded by Enzo.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And how about the anticipation and imagination there from Unseld? Sees the play developing and delivers the pass on time and on target. Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. A pass to Porzingis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Rose wide open. He shoots. And count it from 19 feet away.
All Rose needs is a small amount of space to operate. These shots are too easy for him.
To the left side wing. Here's Unseld. Lays it up and banks it in. Unseld got his second bucket of the game to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Buries the long-range jumper. Unseld got 7 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
The shot by McGrady, no good. On the wing, Bryant. Corner shot. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. And the home team has possession. Leading by 5. Outside Rose. From 18 feet away. And the shot is long.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now here's Porzingis to the paint. It's rebounded by Unseld.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
You've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
Here's LeBron. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
A 3 from Porzingis. With 4 seconds on the clock.
And guys, I'm starting to be concerned that the rim ain't going to survive some of these Unseld jams. There's just so much power to his game.
Embiid with the steal. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David.
And boy, what a year it was for Derrick Rose. And the sea of fans hoping that he would get back to what he once was, as he was electric.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. McGrady outside. Nobody near Leonard. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And for Rose, so many had written him off, but he was a huge factor for the Timberwolves.
Rose still has a tremendous passion for the game, and it really shows on the court. His renaissance last season was one of the better stories in our league.
Bryant gets a wide open look. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
A shot by McGrady, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
James, that's a two-pointer.
You got it. Come on.
McGrady, right side. Shoots over Kobe. And that one's good. McGrady's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Hey, Smitty, every NBA player has their Mount Rushmore. Every NBA fan does. The 4 players they consider the best of all time. So I'll ask you, who is on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
I would say Michael Jordan, Kevin, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. Those are my 4.
And here's Kobe. He's got 8. To the middle. Here's Bryant. It's deflected. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Double team on Rose. Pass to one zone. Oh,
Yes.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
ouch, Greg. That is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Here's Leonard. McGrady outside. Great look, but off the mark.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged the bullet there.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to one zone. Right wing. A good look from Rose. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And here's Kobe from the arc. LeBron grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Kobe, that's for 2. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
So it's the visitors now. They trail by 9 points. Oh, Leonard in position. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Down low. Here's Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
They get it again. It's stolen by McGrady. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Unseld can't get it to go. On the wing, Bryant. Pass to Burke. Inside. On the wing, Bryant. It's stolen by McGrady. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first half of play.
After that last game,
The home team leading by 10. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Rose with the ball. Fires the three. And that one's good. McGrady's got 7 points.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
Back to Kobe. Takes a three. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Porzingis with the ball. Now McGrady defending. Clock is at 3. Here's Kobe. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Here's Bryant. Pass to Kobe. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Here's Rose. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Bryant. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Floats it up for James. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I mean, plenty of lift in those legs. LeBron never did the dunk contest. He just does it in a game. Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another at a different time.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David.
Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. They need this one. It's rebounded by Unseld.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
In the corner, it's James. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Here's Looney. Good D by Embiid. Here's Unseld. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. Well, this term load management now is something you hear about, read about all the time, Steve. Do you think we'll ever see the regular season shortened by a few games?
You know, Commissioner Silver has talked about it, and it's been thrown around 75 games. I will say the NBA has done a fantastic job, along with the Players Association. There's longer off seasons. And there are also longer time throughout the All-Star games, and it's not as many back-to-backs.
Here's Cephalosha. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Embiid.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's McGrady.
20. Started.
Here's LeBron. 16 points for him. Here's Unseld. Good, and the assist goes to James. Unseld got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, LeBron garners so much defensive attention. That's how he's able to dominate the game as a facilitator.
Here's Marjanovic. The layup off target.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And here's Kobe from the arc. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting.
KJ, get out. You didn't beat me. This is aggravating.
Fantastic backcourt facing off tonight in this one, Smitty. Let me ask you, do you think this is a guard-centric league right now?
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys.
I don't know why he keeps doing that. We online when you play together. Hey, I'm about to give you puff treatment. I swear, Bob, I'm not playing with anybody else in the race except Jerry West from now on. What? Bro, it's one of you know. Big old house on here, 24
together so they recognize. And all them hating never empathize. They see you in a present, they see you in a bag. They rather see you. It drive me crazy like De Niro in the cat.
Well, that made me scroll on. That made me scroll on his thumb when he be playing.
That hot potato major. All cause your chain was dope, you made some dough, you made the leg. We in the waiting room, we the way and sit. My pulling through, go make it G. And then the doc come out, his mama cry, she made a scene. Her baby boy is because he black and chase a dream. You in the danger zone, you chase around that fire May. You in the danger zone, you chase around that fire May. All I ever wanna do is get my loot up and campaign. 28 and I'm still breathing, where I come from can't complain. I've been it's gonna take away the pain, then hit my partner like what's happening in Maine. Trying to stay away from niggas who ain't got nothing to gain. The loose cause yeah, you know it's all the same. Told my shorty hold me down, she say I'm never finna change. So addicted to the light, but it ain't never been the fame.
Bro, I got Jerry West. I got about 14 threes in my side saddle. Why do I have to guard Jordan yet?
We've got a terrific front court matchup tonight. Chris, you were the prototypical 4 when you played. Who is the toughest power forward you had to defend?
Okay, I'm going to give you the same answer I always have. When I was in the West Coast, any given week, this is who I had to guard in a week's time. Tim Duncan, Garnett, Nowitzki, Rasheed Wallace, Robert Horry, it's Karl Malone. That was all in the West Coast, and I think I played in the golden era of power forwards, and so I would just say put all their names in the hat, pick one out, and that's who was the toughest, because it was like that every night.
Hall of Famers, including yourself.
Don't let him get a rebound.
And here's Bird from the arc. And Davis pulls it down. The finish. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Good recognition from Durant. He's a talented passer.
Outside Rose. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Outside, KD. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Rose with the ball. Pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
It's Davis with the drive. West with a wide open look. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Shaq. No good on that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And here's West for 3. Kept alive. Second chance shot. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And they're pushing it up. And stolen by Jordan. Pass to O'Neal. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
Oh, offensive interference. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Well, the defender overreaches right there. Durant recognizes it and quickly baits him into the hack.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Floats it up for Rose. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Fires the three. Sinks the triple.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that three when he's got some daylight.
KD on the wing. And Shaq pulls it down.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Shaq with the slam. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Pass to Bird. Fades back. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him. Durant wide open. He fires. And the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. And once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
There's the lob into the Kumbo. He can't get that one to fall.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside Jordan. To the paint. Here's Rose. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
No good from Jordan. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The wide open look here for Fox. That's blocked by Bird. And he gets it back. Scooped up. And that one's good. Durant.
And what about Durant? Time and time again, keeping himself involved, creating second chance opportunities.
Here's Jordan. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
The inbound play works to perfection. You gotta love to get those quick hits.
And so it's the home team. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
O'Neal misses. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Free throw good, Jordan. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man. That's
You did both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, you what Derrick Rose did over Dragic back in the day. Oh, my goodness. Off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone. Or Giannis dunking on anyone. Or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
Now here's Rose. Shoots over Fox. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Here's Durant. Here's O'Neal. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Out to the right wing. Here's Rose. Tries again. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And Shaq with the slam. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's West. Finished off the break. West has got 5 now.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates?
That works just like they drew it up till the part where he's short arm.
A second chance effort. And Davis lays it in. Davis has got his first basket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown in the defensive glass.
And a sudden departure from L.A. for Luke Walton. Landed with Sacramento almost immediately. Seems like he escaped some dysfunction upon leaving L.A.
Yeah, Jay, we all heard the reports that there was a lot of backstabbing during Walton's last year in L.A. I'm sure it feels nice for him to get a fresh start, especially with the front office that wants him there.
O'Neal. And again, unable to change momentum here. Count it. Shaq's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Shaq. Rose in the post. Shoots over Fox. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurt me.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
35 seconds left to play in the first half. The drive by Jordan.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout. And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Seconds left in the first half of the game. One guy who's been getting it done is Shaquille O'Neal.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
Has been getting it done is Shaquille O'Neal.
He's been a thorn in their side all game. They'll probably use this timeout to change up their D. The system they're in now, it just isn't getting it done.
.29 seconds left in the second quarter. The drive by Jordan. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. .24 seconds left in the first half. Elbow shot. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one drops.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 2008, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
KD can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And so it's the home team, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Chris, a lot of teams have players that set exceptional screens, and that doesn't really show up in the statistics and the pages we get, does it?
No, it doesn't, but I tell you what, there was a survey done asking some of the players who sets the best screens, and it was unanimous. It was Mr. Adams out there in OKC. Not only does he set screens, but when he sets screens, he cuts to the basket so hard that usually he'll get the offensive rebound. That's why he was second in offensive rebounding in this league. And when you talk about rebounding and setting screens, you got to look at Drummond, Al Horford. I mean, some really good guys that'll get you space.
Well, those are good numbers and good names you rattle off there. Pass to Bird. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. 5 to shoot. From deep, Jordan.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so they foul intentionally. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Stolen by O'Neal. Durant just inside the line. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The first one falls.
I didn't use me.
2 shots.
O'Neal hits them both. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
Now, here's Fox. No points in the game yet for him. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Pass to Jordan. To stop the run. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after the 4 straight misses to start the half.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Perhaps the biggest breakout star last year from the 2017 draft class, De'Aaron Fox. Greg, he was sensational.
Kevin, the difference between a year 1 and a year 2 player was never displayed better than the improvement that Fox showed. His shot, vision, and decision-making all started to catch up to that incredible athleticism.
Here's Jordan. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Durant. For 3, West. Here's Shaq. And stolen by Ilyasova. Jordan with it. West picks him up. Lets it go from 11. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The 10-footer. Shaq's shot is off.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. The drive by Jordan. Oh, he misses the dunk.
The bench was ready to erupt. Instead, look at them. They're hiding their faces in their top.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
West outside. Lets the three fly. Drills it from outside. West has got 11.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Jerry. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. They get the rebound. O'Neal. No good that time.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Pass to Davis. Over Ilyasova. And it's Davis missing. Now Ilyasova. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. West with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Shaq. Rebound by Rose.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Yeah, Jordan just glides up the court. It's kind of deceptive. Doesn't look like he's running as fast as he really is.
12 seconds left in the third quarter. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Connects from three-point range. Giannis has got 7 points in the game.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height.
And so it's the home team with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Stolen by Durant. And here they come. Floats it up for Davis.
Oh.
Outside for KD. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. Yeah, the defender all over him.
He's off on the first. So he can't get either to fall. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. No good from the wing. Jordan high post. To the inside. Kicks it out to Giannis. Offline with his 3.
Oh, man. As good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide open 3 like that.
Left side, Davis. And stolen by Ilyasova.
his 4th turnover of the game, and that's not a number to be proud of.
And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Outside for Davis. They get it back. And he uses the glass on the way. O'Neal's got 29 in the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Knocks down the 3 ball. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. West misses. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Fox. Jordan's shot is off.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Shaq. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Here's Durant. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Out left to the wing. Here's the lob into the Kumbo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first one at the line is good. And so Jordan nails both of them. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. West up on top. Back to Davis. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Ilyasova. Durant with some nice D.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
Yeah, Greg, it's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive.
Here's Jordan following the basket by Anthony Davis. Misses the layup.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Fox. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. 1:10 left to play here in the 4th. And here's West for 3. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Rose. Jordan can't get it to go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Inside, O'Neal. Lays it up off the glass. O'Neal's got 31 points.
And it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Now off the inbound. And they pick up 2.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
And here's West from the arc. And Shaq with the slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
From deep three-point range, off target with that shot. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at.
Score. 29 rebounds. Man, you have way more than 6 blocks. $35, 29, 4, 3, 6. Hey, Juggins, on my channel, you can go back and share it with me.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to start talking these tracks when I'm going.
I got like 1, 2 more to go back out.
I'm not gonna lie, had these maddest. Hey, no friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. Baby weak, they ain't taking a thumb. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. Baby weak, they ain't taking a thumb. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. See them hate, that's the biggest mistake.
I cooled off that time with these
afraid. Cheesecake, need it all on my plate. Overseas, I ain't switching the state. London, 8 minute, eating a steak. Told mama I'ma give what it takes. Young boss and I'm cleaning the slate. High risk, yeah, I'm raising the stakes. They moving iffy, they can't fishy. Young and in charge, so I'm seeing them envy. Not with the talking, I'm not with the pity. Need a it don't gotta be Nicky. Swear that I feel like the POTUS. I need me a Lotus.
Bro, all time Jerry West.
Nobody how do you notice? Cause all of them bogus. You shouldn't tip me. I see my power, feel like I'm 50. I'm a devour, that is a Fendi. I got them sour, still you a. They want me slipping, they want me to fall. Still like I'm pippin', I'm standing in tall. I'm on a mission and finish them all. Special edition, I got them appalled. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. Baby weak, they ain't taking a thumb. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone.
Right is. Right is 130.
Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. Baby weak, they ain't taking a thumb. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. None of you next to me, this is my specialty.
That's a starter pack.
I gotta do it excessively. No one ahead of me unless we talking to better me. Taking it, no, they ain't letting me. You know my energy, bitch, you can gather percent.
That's a starter pack.
Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Now here's West. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Hey, who's got free?
Iverson outside. Outside Rose.
What's the roll? I got your help.
LeBron James on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. West with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And this is where the nickname comes from, Mr. Outside. West can kill you from distance.
Back to Rose. Left side out of the Kumbo. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
And a wide open look for James. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Leonard. There's the three. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. LeBron outside. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
I don't know if we've seen a tougher player pound for pound than Allen Iverson. I mean, you can knock him around, but he's always going to bounce back up.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to Antetokounmpo. A miss that time would have put him up.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. O'Neal with the rebound. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now O'Neal. Antetokounmpo defending. Nobody near Leonard. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Iverson with the block. But he stays with it. Here's O'Neal. The shot's good on the assist by West.
Boy, a dominant big man is O'Neal. Superb control inside. And this dude will feast on the interior.
And Iverson throws it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar.
The massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar, impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots. So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Iverson with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. West outside. Down low. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And how about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. Leonard, a good look. Steps back and trains the jump shot.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Pass to Iverson. Got a piece of it. Back to Rose. Braun right side. Allen Iverson on the wing. Outside Rose. There's the triple. The shot, no good. And so it's the visiting team with their lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well,
They use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
To the inside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Good on the shot. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second basket.
Nobody does it better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the paint. Magical. Length, size, touch. Unguardable inside.
No good from Abdul-Jabbar.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here we go, one-on-one. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Home team on D. 4-point game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Allen Iverson on the wing. And the three ball is good. Iverson's got 6.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Now here's West. The inside shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James. Mark, the level of nuance in the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
And when we talk about players who don't mind shooting with a hand in their face, Kareem's at the top of the list.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over onto Tacumbo. Drops it in off the fadeaway.
And that trip played out perfectly for him.
Here's Iverson. James covering. Off target with his 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
To the paint. O'Neal misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
But they'll get another chance. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. 1:07 left to play here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Knocks it loose. Just 5 to shoot. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Back to LeBron. Out to the right wing. Here's West. Poked loose. Inside. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. 27 seconds left in the first half. Kicks it out to Iverson. It's good from long range. Iverson's got 9.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
And the rejection by James.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And a close game.
It was partly my fault playing bad.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Now here's James. To the paint. To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The mid-range jump shot, you talked about this a lot, is still valuable if you can hit it with consistency.
Yeah, and if it's a quality shot, Kevin, I think you should shoot it. Move the defense, move the ball to get a quality shot, and I think one of the very best at knocking down the mid-range jump shot, Kevin Durant clearly. But how about Chris Middleton? Elite mid-range jump shooter, and DeMar DeRozan as well has a strong mid-range game too.
Here's O'Neal. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
And the massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar, impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots.
And here's Iverson outside. O'Neal with the rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
West with the ball. Iverson picks him up. Misses the wing 3. It's tipped. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Now here's West. He's got 5. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Giannis. The shot's good from Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5.
Nobody does it better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the paint. Magical. Length, size, touch. Unguardable inside.
Now here is Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Giannis missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
It's a close game here in Chicago. O'Neal high post. Another shot. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
And
are you kidding me? Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Offensive rebound. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and the dunk by Shaq.
Like whenever this big man gets fancy with it, O'Neal is a ridiculous dunker when he's this close to the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Oh, and the dunk by Shaq.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Pass to West. Throws it up high.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
The drive by Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
I tell you what, Antetokounmpo has a real killer instinct on offense. I mean, this guy is serious about trying to score the ball and make plays. Always playing downhill, always in attack, and constantly keeping the defense on its heels. Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Puts it up from 12. 2 points. That one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 5 now.
Well, I like how Antetokounmpo takes his time on these shots. No rush. Measures what he wants. That mid-range game, Jay, of his, really starting to get better.
Pass to Iverson. To the tie. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
It's stolen by Mutombo. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Shoots over Shaq. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
And the rejection by Giannis. And he's able to get it back. West outside. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Back right after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Pass to Mutombo. And here is West, covered by Giannis. Here's Shaq. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And O'Neal, clearly one of the biggest human beings you'll ever see. A mammoth of a man. Not a 1/7 of a ton, and yet unstoppable.
O'Neal hits them both. And here's Rose. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And that one hits back iron.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
O'Neal hits them both. Rose with the ball. Pass to Iverson. Abdul-Jabbar with it. Defended by West. The shot's good from Abdul-Jabbar.
And AI, Allen Iverson, does more than just shoot the ball. He also has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Down low. And James throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And it's Iverson missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Leonard. Bank shot, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, defensively, Kevin, this is a mismatch. No contest. Jabbar with his length at the rim, forget about it.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Floats in the hook shot.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Giannis. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 9 points for Giannis.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
It might be the most difficult shot in basketball, the hook shot.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
The magnitude of the moment not lost on LeBron James. He knows they needed a bucket there, and he's going to get it for them.
James looking it over. To the inside. Here's Shaq. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. No, it doesn't go. His fourth miss in 8 attempts. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
West with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Abdul-Jabbar gets double team. No dice on the putback jam. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words to the team during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 ball, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Pass to James. 5 to shoot. That one doesn't drop.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
West, right side. Launches it. Buries the triple.
Boy, it feels like we're tallying every assist, every point, all part of LeBron's expansive legacy.
Guys, what do you think?
And guys, it all comes down to this one shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Money!
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.